Hello, today I want to present the Personal Knowledge Management Library, which is a project that I've been working on since last year. It's the result of my research in this space. So I've been a fan of personal organization and knowledge management for many years, and last year I decided to work on a startup project in this space. Before I did that, I wanted to better understand what was the state of the space, so which apps existed, which people were influential, where the communities were, who was discussing this topic, what problems did people encounter with personal knowledge management, and it's actually a big issue for everyone. So we are all overwhelmed by information. We stumble upon interesting link after interesting link every day, non-stop, and it's hard to figure out a way to process all of this information, not feel overwhelmed, and be happy about the way we learn things. It's difficult to get started. It's difficult because there are so many apps, there are so many communities, there are so many ways you can actually approach this. And as part of my research, I've actually collected a lot of information, and this is just what I wanted to share with the community. So I've called it the Personal Knowledge Management Library. As you can see here, it's actually a collection of many resources. So there are videos, there are YouTube channels, there are newsletters, communities, books, websites, and many more things. Actually, I've also collected, I don't really like that word, but anyways, a list of people who are influential and are interested in this space. So if you want to know anything basically about knowledge management and personal knowledge management in particular, then this library is actually a good starting point. At least it was for me, and I would like for it to be as useful for yourselves. Now let me show you what's inside once you buy this product. So you can buy it on Gumroad, and once you do buy it, you have access to the library itself, which is Notion Space, in which I've collected all of the information. So once you get in, you have a small introduction, and then you have different categories of content. As I mentioned, you have articles, blog insights, you have books, communities, courses. So if you want to learn some things about how to use a specific app or technique like Zettelkasten, journaling, things like that, then courses will help you out. You have newsletter if you want to stay up to date with the space. The people, as I mentioned, it's a list of people that you can follow to just bath yourself in this knowledge. You have podcasts, a few templates, tools. Tools is actually the biggest part for me because this was really the core of my research. So I wanted to know which applications were out there, what they were able to do, on which platform they were supported, etc. Also Twitter tags. So I noticed that the communities around PKM are quite active on Tech Twitter, and there are a number of tags that you can follow to learn and follow this space. And finally, you have the videos and the YouTube channels. So at this point in time, I would say that this is rather Spartan in the sense that there is a lot of collected information. So for instance, if you go to the articles, you can see that there is a huge list of articles that cover many subjects in the knowledge management space. So for instance, how to collect content, or to curate the information, or to organize it, how to read, or to learn, how to take better notes, how to use the Zettelkasten methods. So as you can see, there are more than 200 articles at this point. Same for blogs, so there are 157 blogs and sites that you can check at this time, many of which are free. Most of which I did not have time yet to explore, so there are actually many articles inside of those that I could not read yet myself, but I know that they should be interesting. There are also books, so many books on the topic. Of course, the one that I would recommend any day of the week, which is How to Take Smart Notes by Sanker Arens. As I mentioned, there are various communities, so if you want to just discuss with people having the same issues as yourself or wanting to explore knowledge management, then this is probably the best place to start. I myself host a community centered around knowledge management, which you can find a link on my website, so thissebastian.net. It's actually a Slack community, so as you can see here, where we discuss everything PKM regularly. There are different courses, so as I mentioned, many courses about specific tools or specific techniques. So you have courses from Nick Milo, for instance, on Obsidian. You have courses about Roam. You have courses about writing, because that's actually a thing in Personal Knowledge Management Library. I've not only focused on PKM itself, but everything that surrounds it. So learning is a big thing, writing is a big thing. Stoicism and philosophy are also subjects that I consider to be really closely related to PKM. And that's why the courses and the books and the blogs and everything else also touches on those topics. So that's it. I hope that this gives you a good enough idea about what you will find in the PKM library and why you might or might not find it useful or relevant for your own research and problems. So that's it. I hope that you like it. Have a great day.